You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more. And life and
Hello there, welcome to the Flashing Blade podcast. I'm Siobhan. We sit and watch these lifeless forms stark and petrified. Let's meet the plucky girl assistants. We got the Brian.
Wow. That went somewhere.
That actually wasn't the line I was originally going to use, except I panicked, so I read the first two lines instead. But it
Okay,
turned out
then.
okay. Anyway, the Brian's
Everything
here.
okay over there in England? Just checking, making sure after that line. It's a welfare check.
Possibly wise, quite frankly. However, it's the blind leading the blind in that respect. Oh, we're swapping metaphors. That'll please a little bit. How are you, Brian?
I'm still American, if that's what you're asking.
No, I was just going to say this to you. Oopsie. Anyway,
I haven't seen it.
yes, you have. You have seen that.
No, I haven't. I haven't watched the episode.
Go away and watch it.
I
Nope.
think you were frozen with that look for a second.
That was hilarious.
We're having internet problems again tonight, folks. Sorry about that. We also have Lilibet the Wonder Girl with us.
Hello.
Hello. Now, Lilibet's being extra perky tonight because Brian's really fucked off. We're going to find out why Brian's really fucked off right now. Brian, why are you
Brian
really
is
fucked
fine.
off?
I just had to get my car inspection today.
And how long did it take?
3 hours. I was number 6 in line.
Oh.
I got there half hour before they opened. I should
Wow.
have gotten there at least an hour before they opened. There were 5 cars
Jesus.
ahead of me.
Jesus. I mean, we get MOT places all the way, dotted all around. They advertise, MOT here and whatever. What is it that rare a place you can get to get certified? I mean, various garages do it,
A lot of other places require you to have an appointment. The place I went to does not.
Ah, right.
It's just drive up. They do oil changes, whatever, and
MOT whilst you wait, yeah, that sort of thing.
yeah.
Is it good work though?
There were 10 cars in line total today. Okay,
That's right,
I
that
was
says
number
it.
6 of 10.
Yeah, all right. I think that's
Each car takes a half hour.
Ow,
That means 5 hours of work
ow,
straight on a Sunday.
ow.
They were turning cars away. There were at least 7 of them they had to turn away.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yikes. We don't do that down here.
No,
So-
no.
Well, no, you have
I
golf
keep on
carts,
getting
don't you?
that on my Facebook from people down in the South. We don't do that. Yeah. Great. Have
The
fun
al-
with
the
that.
also-
I'll stay up here without the alligators.
First, now this doesn't necessarily apply to you because you're further north, but New York got a bit wet.
New York City got soaked. Yeah.
Yeah, man. You weren't affected at all by that, I assume.
We had beautiful weather all weekend.
Well, I can Flashing Blade exclusive. The reason that New York got somewhat wet was Adam Purcell, our brother from another podcast, from Staggering Stories. He's taken over from his father, where every time he leaves somewhere, all hell breaks loose. And he just
Testing his weather machine again, has he?
yeah, basically he left New York and it was putting down.
Are we going to require Uma Thurman and
John's. I was going to say John. It's Rafe Fiennes.
Ray Fiennes
Ralph.
to go and stop him?
It's Rafe. Rafe indeed. Honestly.
I
Sorry.
don't care.
It's so up. It's so up his
It's
ass.
Voldemort with a nose.
It's so he's. It's just Rafe. Really, it's spelt Ralph. Everybody else would call themselves Ralph. Why does your head have to be up there?
He's an actor.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, didn't think that through, did I?
You're very lucky he doesn't do his last name with lowercase double f's.
Ooh. Okay. Give me an example in Doctor Who where that's been done.
I don't have to.
The perfect answer. After all these years, someone said it.
Yep.
Algernon for Finch from the Highlanders. If you get a chance to listen to the Highlanders, listen to it because it's very funny. It's good. It's another non-existent one, sadly. Okay, how long was I frozen for this time?
A couple of
Not
seconds.
long enough.
Oh, okay.
At least you weren't making a funny face this time.
That's true.
You actually got out your little useless piece of Doctor Who trivia that nobody cares about but you.
To just me. Yeah. But no, you see, this is my role on the show. My role on the show is
I know.
to be the old dinosaur.
You have
who
one
trots-
job on this shit.
Trots all this out.
It's stupid, but you're going to do it.
Damn straight. I think you've broken her. Oh, well done, Brian.
It's one of my favorite lines from that film.
That movie has so many good lines. See, you've lost your shirt again.
Yeah.
I gotta rewatch that again. It's been a long time. Oh,
My rule is when you remember Galaxy Quest exists, you have to go watch it. That's the rule.
Yeah.
well, that's all right. That's a rule I like. I just gotta.
Because it's such a good film.
I don't think I've got it on DVD. I'm gonna have to track it down somewhere. Anyway, a little bit. How was your week?
It was okay. Work was busy. Work was work.
Work.
The
Dog.
children have
No talk.
not my children.
Well, they've all
not-
left home now, haven't they?
Well, the not the children for which I am responsible, but children. I assume freshmen. It's usually them. Decided
Blame
that
the
would be the
freshmen.
first year in high school. They're just bless their dear little hearts. Decided to prank / vandalize, depending on motivation. You can interpret as you will. The gentlemen's bathrooms. So our whole hallway stank.
Now, are we sure
Again.
they've decided to do prank vandalize, or are they just not potty trained?
Well, see, we all assumed that it was just high school boys doing what high school boys often do.
Look,
which is
I
also
don't
what
think
middle
high school
school
boys sitting in the bathroom masturbating is exactly, what they were doing.
Listen,
That came out of
very
the blue.
very often they have to make an announcement that only one person's allowed in a bathroom stall at a time.
Wow.
So what did they do to cause such a stench?
They, from what I understand, I do not have firsthand,
This is going to be good.
so I'm not sure about the logistics or the details or how they quite made this happen.
I'm
Give us
really
the
engrossed
overview.
in this
Give us
now.
the
Go
overview.
ahead.
Yeah, same here. I'm committed.
I'm here for this.
Apparently, there was poo wrapped up in
It's
paper
poo-poo.
towel
Poo-poo, according to the
So they
speaker.
didn't get on their hands. That's fine.
in the air ducts.
Wow.
Inventive.
That's a new one.
Inventive.
Yeah, that's how we know it wasn't by accident.
That's a good one, though. That's pretty good. Not bad.
How long
Now-
must it have been there to stink out a whole bloody corridor?
Well, we have
Teenage
central air
boys.
conditioning.
Not that hard.
Oh.
Oh, that's good. That's good. They got everybody.
Well, okay, there's an upside and a downside. The upside to this is that all of our classrooms have individual AC units, and that is individually pumped in. So it did not affect the classrooms, I did not have
Oh, and now she's frozen.
Now she says it's frozen.
to
Ah,
live with this.
whoa.
However,
Whoa,
all of the
that was
shared
fast.
hallway.
Sorry. Hang on a moment. Hang on, because you froze up during it. Your internet's playing up now.
We just want to make sure you catch up.
We got up to the point where you said the classrooms had their own individual air conditioning, so it didn't bother them,
Yes.
right?
However, the shared hallway is on a single system, which meant it affected the entire downstairs. And I don't know if the upstairs is on the same system or not, because I did not go up there.
Smart
Altair
move.
rises.
Yes. And a couple of, like a week or so ago, we had a similar smell issue, and we all assumed, oh, there was backed up piping or something like that. So now we know not only did they do this,
They did a test run.
again.
They did a test run. This is amazing.
I'm intrigued to know how you're going to find out who the culprits are.
This
Well,
is a
apart
21st
from
century
DNA
equivalent
twisting.
of putting poo in a paper bag, putting it on somebody's
Setting
doorstep,
fire
and
to it.
lighting it on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so we don't
This
have
is
cameras
brilliant.
in the bathrooms for obvious reasons.
Well, yeah,
because
it's
that would
quite
be
right too.
deeply inappropriate.
Of course.
But we do have cameras in the hallways outside the bathrooms, because generally that's where problems happen. Or, the children went in the bathrooms, the children left the bathrooms, and now the bathrooms smell like illegal substances. So you can at least narrow down the time frame. And so an staff email went out saying, can we have our male staff check the restrooms regularly and identify any issues? And the poor male staff should not have to go into those bathrooms because they're just biohazard
Nasty.
zones.
Yeah.
Um,
Teenage boys. Yeah. No, I'm there with you.
Don't take a blue light.
As a former teenage boy, I totally, yeah.
Yeah,
I've been to
yeah,
that
and
high school.
and the
I've been to
ninth
that
grade
class.
boys are still very middle school, where they use body spray instead of bathing.
Oh, dear God, the
oh
axe.
my God.
The amount of axe that must be in
Yes.
that bathroom.
Links.
All acts,
Links.
all the time. Yes.
Over
yes,
here
all
it would
of
be
it.
links. Oh God.
All
Oh
of it,
man.
all the time. I used to have to tell the middle school boys when they walked in the classroom, if I can smell your cologne, or if I can taste your cologne when you walk in the room, you're wearing too much. And they're like, girls like it. And I'm like, sorry, the commercial lied.
No, they don't.
Survey says.
Well, that's
This is-
it. I had.
This is the time in their life to teach them girls lie.
Well, I said to the young ladies, this is back when I taught middle school, I said, do you like that? And they went, ew, no.
That's your job from now on. All right, that's your
Soundboard
job.
person.
Yeah, man.
I got it. I
Okay.
got this.
You got
This
it.
was good timing.
Okay.
So, yeah, so that was my week.
Nice. Don't you
Fun
love
times.
public school?
Oh my God. Somebody asked me, how was it going? And I said, well, no one got arrested this week. However,
Just saying, yeah.
Anyway,
so
how was your week, Brian? Can you top that?
I ain't even gonna try. no. Here's have the crown for the week. It's all yours.
I don't
Good
want
job, you
it.
win.
Oh,
Oh
Yeah.
man.
yeah. Oh, and unrelated to that, related to AC, remember that high-pitched noise that I thought was cicadas?
Yes. Yes, I
Yeah.
do.
Yes, wasn't cicadas, was my air conditioner eating itself.
Oh,
Was
that's
Against metal.
It's a good thing you're in a complex.
Yeah.
so it's looked
So-
after, is it?
Oh, yes. I put in a request
Okay.
when I realized that that's what was going on.
Yeah.
The guy came. He came when I was at work, so I have a note They have like we were in
yeah.
today. We did this thing. And he said he turned it off and on again, and he found the noise. Which is great.
Which was?
I don't know. The note didn't say. So then at the bottom of the note, it said video would be helpful for identifying the noise. And I thought, well, if you turned it off and on again and found it, why do you, never mind, I'm not going to ask. So I took a 15-second video and emailed it to them and put the request in again. So I came back after work to another note saying he tightened the screws. Okay.
Hang on, are we heading to a new saga, but an American version of the saga?
Well, the saga is finished, at least for the moment, knock wood.
You have to go,
But there was a small saga. It was a mini-series, if you will. So I'm sitting on the couch. I'm watching TV. I've got the note from the guy who said he came and tightened the screws. It's still making the noise.
The noise being...
Yes, exactly. Well done.
No problem.
So suddenly there's
got one
guys.
job on this ship.
We're not going to do well tonight, folks. I'm warning you now. It's downhill from now. After that story Lilibet just told, it's downhill.
Yeah. We're going to be coasting in on this one.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I blame the werewolf, frankly.
I tried to watch that. I promise you, I tried. And lovely use of my weaknesses against me, Brian. It reeled me in, Mike and the Mechanics. Can you hear me? And I was, I'm loving this. And then it sort of started, and it was terrible, so I turned it off. I'm sorry. I did try.
Did you at least get to the werewolf transformation?
I may have done.
What part did you get to?
There
you know
is-
what? We'll cover this when we review.
Yeah, man. I
Yeah.
can tell you what we're doing as of next week.
Yes.
Suffering?
I'm hopefully not. It's in colour.
Okay. All right.
I think it's widescreen. May not be. It's from the noughties. And you'll be pleased to know it features a werewolf
Oh, dear.
and a vampire
Is it the Monster Squad?
and a ghost. All
Oh, it's being human.
it's being human.
What version?
We're going to do the British version.
Okay, all right.
What do you expect me to do on a British archive television show?
You know what? We could do both. We could do a being human American and British and compare the two.
Right. Now, the thing is, there were several series of this. I haven't checked how many episodes per series yet. So what I'm proposing is we do the first series and take stock.
Okay, so here's the $64 question.
Is it on?
Is it on
BritBox?
BritBox?
Leave it to Auntie.
Oh boy.
I can't say any more than that. Anyway, we'll discuss
That's
it
fine.
afterwards. I'm quite looking forward to seeing it again. It's been
Well,
so
it's not
long.
on BritBox.
Oh, and the other thing we've got to work out, once we've worked out or been told when it's coming on, is how we're going to do Doctor Who when it comes back. How you're
Yeah.
going to watch it. Will it be simulcast on Disney Plus? Will you have to go
I
to
have
the
a TARDIS.
I was going to say, you're going to need an iPlayer. What we're going to do here? We're going to have to... We can't do anything until we know we've got more information.
We
on
need
that.
a date.
Yeah, man. That's what we need. The date and broadcasting stuff for things
The
like
time.
Disney Plus, you know?
I don't care about so much that.
Well, it's not just you. It's a little bit as well.
Well, yes.
Right.
I have Disney Plus. They should already. Why is this not already scheduled?
Right, exactly.
We don't tend to schedule things.
Yeah, but it's like a big special.
No, we'll find out probably a couple of weeks before
So
It
weird.
comes on. It's. I think we mentioned this last week with
It's
Andrew.
very inconsiderate.
Quite. I think Andrew mentioned it last week, and I hope I get this right. It's simply that they want to give away as little to the opposition as possible. So
What opposition? They have the monopoly on Doctor Who.
Yeah,
yeah,
nobody
but-
else is running Doctor Who.
yes,
And what else?
but they don't want them to know when Doctor Who is on, so that they can't schedule something directly opposite it.
Yes, but everybody owns DVRs. So if something plays opposite something else I want to watch, I'm
And-
just going to record one of them.
Yeah, and if I can't watch it then, there's always streaming later.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I'm sitting here taking flack the BBC should be taking. Personally,
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
Personally, I don't think they should give a damn about.
Get your company in order, damn it.
I don't think they should ever give a damn about viewing figures because it's a public broadcast service. It shouldn't matter, but it does.
Well, they're
Ma'am,
wrong.
I'd like
and
to
you can
speak
tell
to
them
your
I
manager.
said so.
I'd say I should run the BBC. We go back to we take all the good things from the 70s and 60s and get rid of all the bad shit because we don't want that.
Disco close.
I said we get rid of all the bad shit.
That was an entire episode. I'm sorry, but you're going to have to work hard on that one.
Disco close? What?
Disco close. In Tomorrow People.
Okay, you see, context, Brian. It now makes sense.
You watched it with me, and we've been using the disco clothes thing ever since.
Do you mean the bubble skin jumpsuits? The
No, the
Living
the
skins.
the disco clothes that the small androgynous boy time traveler dude wore.
Oh,
for
right,
the-
that
it-
one.
Yeah,
Right, okay, yeah. No, I'd forgotten. I need more context
Have you
nowadays.
at least seen what I'm talking about?
Yes, because that was from the first 4 series of the Tomorrow People, and I stopped watching after that. I didn't want my
A
memory.
little bit. Has little bit seen. it.
Well, we
I
don't
have
know
seen
you
the
didn't.
Tomorrow People, but it's
I
been
said
a very.
her name.
You didn't.
I've
Play it
seen
back.
several episodes in the last few years, but I don't think we got much past season 1. And then the other stuff, like my memories are like.
I
when
think
it was
it's
on
in
Hulu.
season 1 or season 2. It's when they first introduced the little time traveler kid.
It's season 1.
Yeah, season 1.
Yeah,
In the
I don't think we got
second
to that.
story.
Oh, is it the second story? We must have done.
I think. I'm just going to point out, seeing as Lilibet doesn't have that much experience with the Tomorrow People, Brian,
We
what we
should.
could always do is
I'm
go
down with
back-
this.
Oh, you're kidding me.
I am down with this. Bring it on.
You want to do the Tomorrow People again?
Fuck yeah, I love Tomorrow People.
I do have
If
it
for
all.
the only reason I can make fun of Mike more.
Oh, that's true. I know you have a vendetta.
He ruined the show.
All right, if we do this, we're going to open a book on how far past the beginning of third or fourth season I get.
Okay, you're going to have to watch the Devil's Drum thing.
Oh, it's the Hearts of Soggoth.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. I remember it from original transmission.
you're going to have to watch it again.
Then there's Peter Davison in his underwear.
I
That
mean, if
I
you
remember.
really want, I have
You can't forget
all
it.
the Tomorrow People
As do I.
available to us.
I got
Yeah,
them all.
I think I've got all of them too.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, all of them.
So he's got the 90s,
2000s.
he's got the noughties
Ah.
version. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what we might do, if we do it, we can do it after Kolchak.
Sounds good to me. I'm
if-
down with this.
If. I got to admit, it'd be nice to watch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the first 3 seasons were solid.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No two
Yeah.
ways about it. So, like I say, it depends how far past that I can get. Will I actually manage to get on to the War of Empires or not? The fact I even know it's called that worries me. Time for valet, I'm afraid. Michael Gambon has passed.
Yes.
He wasn't just a great actor, he was one hell of a character. He got to the point in his life where he got so bored giving interviews, he'd make up any old tosh. Any old tosh at all. There's a story doing the rounds of him in, I don't know if it was Rep or what it was, and they were doing a matinee performance to a handful of about 20 Chinese tourists. And basically, he's about to exile, I think it's Exeter, to Cyprus or something like that. And his so fellow just goes, and you, off fuck to Cyprus.
Nice.
He had a corner named after him at the Top Gear test track.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you ever see the footage of that, you'll see why. God almighty, what was he doing? So, yeah, and it was Kazan Sadek in... I can't remember. I've got a mental block on the name of it, the Christmas episode.
A Christmas Carol.
Thank you.
And it is beautiful.
My mind...
It's a
It
beautiful.
is. It really is.
I adore it. My
I
mind
saw
was-
the girls' post remembering Michael Gambon, and it was like her first acting job ever.
Yeah, Catherine
Yeah,
Jenkins.
everybody did a really good job at that.
Well, we were all sitting here wondering, what's Moffat going to do with a Christmas special? We'd seen the RTD ones, which were, to be fair, a bit hit and miss. And this thing, it just blew me away. It was in a whole different league. And it felt really Christmassy, which was even better. You know?
Yes. It's
And
probably...
it has some good advice.
It does. It's probably the second best version after the Muppets one.
Yeah, I could understand that. I mean,
Yeah, I'm done with that.
I mean, I'm going to say a terrible thing now, but I don't think I've sat through the whole of Muppets Christmas Carol.
Ooh, wouldn't it be great having a Doctor Who Muppets crossover?
Oh, Sinister and I have already planned a Muppet Genesis of the Daleks. We've cast it. I'm sure I've told you about this.
No.
Okay, well, Gonzo is Davros.
Gonzo always plays the bad guy. Have you noticed?
But he has such a good heart, does Gonzo.
Yeah, he's been typecast. He's played Darth Vader. He's played the bad guy in this.
He's an actor. Dear God. And then Scooter is Nida.
Okay, I can see that.
Ronson, the Khaled scientist who helps the Doctor and Harry get out and finally gets exterminated for his pains.
Bunsen Honeydew?
It will be Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker, and it'll just be Beaker who gets exterminated. Beep. Oh, God, with Garman. Who did we have for Garman? It had to be somebody really stupid. We don't have much respect for Garman. Garman. I'm going to have to talk to Sinister and remind, because we were wetting ourselves laughing.
What part does Fozzie Bear play? Is he Harry?
No, he's the Doctor.
Fozzie?
Yeah, man. He's
You
got
can't have Fozzie.
He's got the hair for it. It's Tom Baker.
No,
It's
I know, but you can't have Fozzie as the Doctor. You have to have Kermit. Kermit's the star.
Now, you see, this is what I was thinking. You see? This is what I was thinking. But he wanted Fozzie because of how Fozzie looks compared to
Fozzie
Tom
can't
Baker.
carry the show. He can't carry it like that.
Waka, waka, waka.
Fozzie would be a perfect Harry, though.
That I'd agree with. So, all right, in that case, seeing as Kermit has the bulging eyes, we'll change this. It's Kermit as the Doctor, Fozzie as Harry. Well-meaning,
Miss
but
Piggy is,
blundering.
of course, Sarah.
Possibly.
Yes, but in which case, Miss Piggy just karate chops everybody in the
This is
first
where-
5 minutes.
That's
And
my
she's
problem.
still in character. And she's still in character as Sarah. That is perfectly within realms for Sarah.
I was basically going to hold back on Miss Piggy. Excuse me. We'll have Janice as Sarah.
I don't think she has the gravitas. Besides, do you want to deal with Miss Piggy being slighted like that?
Hang
that's
on,
just
hang on. We sell her on the fact that she's the leader of the Thal resistance, Betan. And she can karate chop to her heart's content.
I don't think she'd
Yeah,
go
but they all
for
end up dead
There's
in
a
the
bigger
end,
part.
don't they?
I'm sorry, Elizabeth?
Don't they all end up dead at the end?
Not the Thals, no. Thals and the Mutos. Oh, Mutos.
I still don't think Sarah she'd go for this. Sarah's the bigger part. You gotta give that to Miss Piggy. She's the diva.
Well, no, this is the star guest cameo. She's so big now, she just has to cameo.
Besides, if you want to go with Thal hair, you gotta go with Janice.
You see, you are
Put the
making
entire electric-
sense. You are
Yeah,
making
put the
sense.
entire Electric Mayhem as the Thals.
Now, the question is, the giant clams. Now, obviously, the Muppets...
They would be giant clams.
They would be giant.
And do a
with large eyes.
Yes, and they would do
Or-
a song.
Or
Yes.
could you have Dr. Teeth as one of the giant clams? You know, wearing a giant clam hat. It's just, it's the mouth, man. It's the mouth.
And yes, she froze again.
So did you.
But you don't want to get into the props. I think keeping the giant clams as giant clams
Yeah.
and letting
Yes,
them
yes.
do a song, maybe a background number,
you see,
something
again-
talking about eating Harry's leg.
We weren't thinking songs.
Oh, you have to have
It's
songs.
You have
Genesis
to have
of
songs.
the
It's the
Daleks.
Muppets. It's the Muppets. You have to have songs.
Yeah, the giant clams would do something like Phenomena.
Yeah, exactly.
Hang on a second. Who did we cast Sam as? We may have cast Sam as Garman.
Sam would be a good Garmin.
Yeah. Yeah, possibly.
Figures are already fairly useless.